Archangel Michael. Channeled through Dr. Kathryn E. July 29, 2015. Archangel Michael.
Beloved angels and masters, it is such an exciting time on earth and in all of heaven. We are what you would call bursting at the seams with joy and anticipation of the wonders you will soon behold. Yes, we have said these things before, and they are still true. The blessings that are coming will seem magnificently impossible to you. Now I want to help you understand a few good strategies to move you along your ascension path, out of the dark matrix and into the brightest light. Be assured, you are now capable of sustaining such a light. I hope my suggestions will provide a roadmap for you in the ongoing scrutiny of yourselves, your world and your connection to us. I will name a few of the leftover stumbling blocks you encounter daily in your life here on earth, those emanating from you, and those that are directed at you. As we move ever closer to unity consciousness, all interactions must be re-examined and redefined, so that they carry only light. We will look at both sides of the coin for every interaction, for every encounter, because each thought and/or action becomes increasingly potent in the atmosphere of the co-creative potential you now enjoy. For instance, it is time to lay down all old grudges, no matter how precious and valid you might think they are, because begrudging is an essential component of dark programming. We must also talk about how to handle those who hold grudges against you, lest you be drawn into energies that leave you begrudging the begrudger. Of course, you can replace the word I have chosen with any of the dark energies, like inner strife, jealousy, rage, vindictiveness, and of course any passive-aggressive forms of revenge or intention to dim another's light. Now, that is a pretty challenging list, is it not? It is nearly as difficult to manage if you are the target of such intentions as it is to see it and dissolve it in yourself. You see, the rule for remaining in the light, as we learned long ago when so many of the archangels and masters became embroiled in the dark, was that you must not go in after them. Not under any circumstances. By this we mean that if you counter darkness with any like energy, an eye for an eye, or even by trying to argue with your attacker in a righteous or defensive response, you are going in after them. Once you make that move, you are caught in an endless battle. This is the program the Dark Ones encouraged. Stick up for yourself. Don't let them get away with insulting you. This has been their call to arms, designed to escalate the conflict into all-out war. What I will show you here is a course correction, a new style, and a huge shift away from aggressive reflex reactions, whether they be a small, cutting remark or a violent physical response. The key here is that we are encouraging you to not place yourself in danger or engage in such a way that you increase the power of the one who opposes you. You have probably heard the expression, "What you oppose you strengthen." I will expand on that truth. You are now in an era of new energies, where massive dispensations allow you constant protection from Mother and Father, your Galactic Federation fleet and the company of heaven. The time has already passed when a dark power-monger could simply call out his or her dogs and annihilate anyone that stood in their way. You are in a new Earth day, and new skills are needed to negotiate any leftover challenges. It is time now for a complete shift to the techniques and strategies of non-violent assertiveness, which some on Earth have been studying for the past century, with great success. I have come to announce with resounding assuredness that you are, now and evermore, unwaveringly and safely held in the arms of your protective beings of light. This is true because of the decrees and dispensations of Mother and Father God, that the era of darkness has come to an end and will no longer be allowed to grow and fester. The tide has turned, my beloved brothers and sisters, and I am here to help you make the transition to peace on earth as we have not witnessed for eons. Sit back, breathe deeply, and allow me to walk with you into the new and brilliant light that is flowing across earth. Breathe into the center of your brain, where you light up the brilliant blue diamond that is the center of your expanding intelligence. Feel the peace of mind at knowing you are evolving into a crystalline being of increasing wisdom and insight. Then move downward through your center channel to light up the diamond in your heart, the sparkling fountain of love that fills your entire being with warmth, comfort and companionship. Now let that love and light flow downward into your solar plexus, where you fan the fire of your will. the spark of God that inspires your drive toward goodness, strength, courage, loyalty and justice. Next, while you enjoy the sparkling energy of your high-frequency diamonds, reach upward to grasp the loving hands of Mother and Father God, and downward to anchor yourself into the center of our beloved Terra. You are now centered in your pillar of light, the glorious, protective channel that surrounds you, completely extending in all directions and arm's length and beyond. Greet your higher self, who is always there just above you, and your twin flame who is waiting for your call. Link your consciousness with theirs and with Mother and Father, and any other high light beings you wish to connect with. Call on your angels to protect and watch over you while you remain inside your enveloping light pillar. There you are safe, aligned with the highest good. Remember this feeling, and repeat this many times a day until you become used to always creating and remaining inside your pillar. Now you are ready for anything. Your light can be seen by the Ashtar command, by the company of heaven, and you have declared yourself as one with them. There is no greater protection than this. Inside this glowing chamber, you are guided, overseen and loved to the highest degree possible at every moment. What could be more wonderful? Because of the heavenly edicts over recent years, Earth incarnates will carry no more karma, unless their higher selves have arranged for it. All contracts that might have endangered your life have been nullified, leaving you free to live your life at the highest possible level. Now the challenge will be adjusting to safety, prosperity and love. We are aware of how deeply you feel the results of a lifetime of programming that prepared you for unpleasantness, betrayal and danger, but now it is time to deprogram those expectations in favor of joy and peace. Now let us return to the new management style that will allow you to walk through any lingering low vibrational energy with grace. From now on you will be the solution, as they say. Let us take an example of someone who has decided they don't like your face, your ethics, your politics or your own religion. Let's say it's a neighbor or a co-worker, or even your brother, someone you are likely to see fairly often. This person enjoys being a heckler and a naysayer. Anything you say or do gives him justification in his own mind for attacking you. He is fond of making insulting or demeaning innuendos about things that are dear to your heart. Now imagine an extremely irritating encounter with this person, while you remain confidently inside your glowing pillar of light. See your pillar deflecting their energy. Their nasty barbs cannot penetrate because they are at a lower frequency than your pillar. Stand your ground comfortably, breathing into your sparkling diamonds with pleasure and confidence. Simply say a genuinely cheerful hello, Harry. Have a wonderful day. And keep on moving, inside your pillar. You have already protected yourself by creating the deflective mirror that will reflect the dark energies back to the sender, and he will feel the blowback of his own intentions and actions. It's something like spitting into the wind. It never ends gracefully for the spitter. This technique is 1,000 times more effective now because Mother and Father have decreed that dark energies will be returned to the sender 1,000-fold when you use this protective shield. Remaining resolute is also effective because someone who is looking for a fight will quickly tire of your sincere indifference to their blustering assault. The futility will become apparent to the heckler. Should the attacker persist with more serious threats or more persistent actions, it is your right to defend yourself, while remaining inside your pillar. Most such relationships can be ended gracefully on your part, as long as you do not fuel the fire by returning the dark energies in kind. You have no need to strike back, to prove the other wrong, even if the attack is public. You are free to stand in your own integrity, which is highly visible to intelligent people. Eliminate this person from your life, physically if possible, but the most important and effective defense is to refuse to succumb to any psychological intimidation. Remember, inside your pillar, you are safe. Maintain this atmosphere of safety within your own mind. No one can ruffle your feathers if you refuse to engage them. Let us say that your line in the sand is the boundary of your pillar. When you go tit for tat with another, you are actually leaving your pillar and the centeredness it provides. When you remain inside your pillar and emanate a strong no, you are remaining in the light, and you are not meeting force with counterforce, as you remain at peace and ease. Of course, A dangerous attack requires that you say and exude a clear no, as far as your pillar extends. As you contemplate this, you will perceive a clear boundary, and any decision to step outside that boundary is your participation in violence. If you find you are focusing on a stream of scenarios that could be a confusing variation or exception to this instruction, then you have already made the decision to remain mired in conflict. As more and more people turn toward the light, their consciousness becomes illuminated in a new way. They begin to uphold the light in all its forms. You will be in increasingly good company when you stand up for your own dignity and the dignity of others. The right to peace is a universal law and a holy edict. Do your part by building a brilliant pillar of light and staying in it. I am your brother Archangel Michael. My mission is peace.